Join me as I challenge myself to do something very challenging and learn and understand Python in 15 days. Today is day 1. Let's get it.
Oh my God, Ubers Tubers, how are you guys? Thank you for tuning in tonight and coming with me on my journey. But can I be honest with you? This is the most boring video I've ever seen in my life. So, as I was editing this thing, I decided that I'm gonna speed that thing. I tell you, hey, I that's all I can say is so I will post the whole video if enough people say that they're actually going to watch an hour and a half video because of the fact that I was recording all. But I just pieced this thing together. I thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. I just wanted to pull each and every one of my teeth out while I was editing this thing. So forgive me with the little gifts that's going to go in the middle of there from place to place. And I'm documenting at the same time. Honestly, I had done the project ahead of time without recording, and it went a lot smoother. But because I was recording it and talking to you, and you're trying to have some type of so here we go. Thank you guys. Subscribe, share, but I'm not going to torture you like that. All right. Ubers tubers, how y'all doing? I am so glad that you have decided to spend a little time with me and watch my video. Now, I'm going to tell you up front, like, share, and subscribe. And learning Python is not like a sexy, stimulating topic. And so this video may get a little boring, but it's for me to be accountable of learning in public, which will make me push forward for the next steps. Right. And I have I have an accountability partner who's like in my, if those videos don't pop up. So, I am a neurodivergent. First, I'm LJ Hall, Ph.D. And yes, this is the real me, not the avatar me. And yeah, I do have a pod in my ear because when we start working on this, I need some music and my channel is not monetized and I don't want any strikes to stop me from getting there. Okay. So yes, it is the real me and these are real. If you on Facebook with me for a long time, remember me opened this in 2020 and there are my degrees and my licenses and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's the real me. And some of y'all are zooming in. You're like, oh, she goes by LJ and now we know her name. Okay. But you better not call me anything else but what I allow you to call me. All right. So yeah, now we're there. Okay. So, yes, and Petty Betty and all them personalities in my head, they're still here and they're still available. They're busy doing something else, and I'm busy trying to get to this money. Now, um, the reason I decided to learn Python is not because I'm becoming a coder, not at all. I have clients that I work with, and I felt like it was advantageous for me to learn what I'm looking at when I'm working with them in the sort of project or product management kind of space on some things that I'm working on. And I'm gonna be honest, I would see the code and things. I knew a little bit because, I used to play with DOS back in the day. And some of us old heads is like, DOS, girl, for real? And all you other people are like, what the hell's a DOS? Okay. Just like a lot of y'all just was running around here talking about, oh my gosh, she got repo because you don't know what I'm talking about. Right. So get you some business. um, you didn't see me walking through the car. Of course, it was AI. And we will be seeing a lot of my AI avatar because I can type up what I want to say and stay on point, and then we don't have to have these rants that I have. All right, back to the scheduled program. um, and I am sitting at my front door because I live in Georgia, and my house is one of those weird houses that don't have windows on the front, everything, all the windows and stuff in the back. I like to be a little nosy and see cars ride past and stuff. I'm from Detroit. We used to sit on the front porch, drink our Kool-Aid, and watch the neighbors go by and watch somebody get their butt whooped while they walked up the street. street. And I missed that part. I digress. So I will be putting this project, trying to piece it together, so it will look a little choppy because I am using Clipchamp with Microsoft. With Microsoft, and I'm using that because it was the best tool for me because I am the queen of getting stuff all over the place, right? And making weird mistakes and feeling really weird about the video that I shot and not showing up again. So this was an easy tool for me. And when we're talking about working with tools, I need to follow my own advice. What I tell a client is, and I'm not a consultant, I'm a strategist. I hate the term consulting because people will watch this video and be a consultant tomorrow. Um, but I've spent a lot of time in the post-secondary education space. I was a nurse for 22 years, and I worked in healthcare for a very long time. I had a logistics company. I work with court support services now and doing some things. So yeah, I have like and I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I have a plethora of things going on. And the first thing I tell people when they're in business, going in business, or asking advice about a tool or a product or how to start something is, hey, see what you can do for free first, right? So um, clip and what will you feel comfortable using? Will you use it again, right? So clip champ with Microsoft, I'm comfortable in that. It allows me to show you a screen. It allows me to be here at the same time, and it allows me to do easy edits. So thank you. And while I'm saying thank you, I will say early on, I want to thank my new friends in my head next work for providing a space to put together a beautiful portfolio, because this project is going to go on my portfolio, and they make hands-on training and things for neurodivergents like me flipping easy. So maybe one day we'll partner and collab together, and um, we can make some other things happen. Yeah, I'm gonna plug it now. Even with I'm always plugging, even if I got one follower. So I'm useful in some sort. So what we are building today, or what I am building today, I am going to be creating an AI readiness tool. And before you beautiful people out here who are techies and y'all do this for a living, I know that Colab is not a space for me to create something I'm going to use or share with a client. However, it provides a very comfortable space for me to mess it up, have a good time, look and see what I've done wrong, and then um, it gives me a playground, right? I can fall and get back up. And that's what I'm telling you guys. If you want to learn something new, especially in this age of AI, you definitely got to use tools where you can fall and get back up. You got to feel comfortable. And that's what we're doing here. We're providing a little comfort in our training. All right. So, all that to be said, let's get to it, baby. Gosh, shut up talking. All right. So what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna let you know. I think I can do it on here, and it'll show you the page. If you go to Google and you type in the word Colab, you are going to use this one right here. Let me see if I can zoom you in. You're gonna go to Google Colab. It is free, and let me tell you, all the products that we're going to be using today is free. When you click on Colab, you're going to be brought, okay, so since my Colab is already going, I'm coming to this screen, but this is the screen you'll get when you first sign in with Google. You have to have a Google email address. So if you don't have one, it takes you, 5-6 minutes to make one, and you want to experiment with coding, this is where I would go, okay? And we are going to be, let me talk about what we're going to be doing today a little bit. Okay, so first, This is going to be an easy project. It's going to take about an hour, a little bit longer because of me and my big mouth. And all the tools are going to be free. We're going to be using Colab. We're going to be using GitHub, so I can take this and move it to a repo. Now you guys know what a repo is. Get you some business. Um, so we could be moving it to a repo, and so we'll have it saved in two spaces, right? All right. So let me take us back to Colab. So what we're building, I already told you, is the AI readiness assessment tool. And I was having a hard time deciding if I was going to share this tool with you or not because of the fact it is a tool that I'm developing for my work or for my business, right? So I'm going to be, because I'm learning at the same time, and I will be a little distracted because I am also documenting this for my portfolio, right? All right. So, what we are going to do first in this step, we are going to, hold on. In this first step, what we're going to do is set up our Colab notebook, which is pretty cool. We're going to be setting up the space in which we work. Give me 1 second here. All right, guys, me and my topic. I had this laptop I bought has a really sharp kind of keyboard, and it's like I'm committing suicide over here. It's like cutting my wrist, so I had to pull out my other mouse that I use for my dual screen, because like I said, I'm documenting at the same time, which it's just easier for me. It's annoying for you, but hell, I'm the one who's making the portfolio. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Colab. You're going to click File, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new notebook. Now, in Colab, what happens is everything is saved to your Google Drive. So once you set up your Google account, you'll have access to Colab and other Google products. Some are free, some are not. I don't know. They're not sponsoring me. I don't work here. I don't even get any kind of anything or referral, affiliate, nothing, right? But when you set that up, everything that you do with your notebook, it'll then go into your Google Drive, right? So that's why you're setting up this notebook. So it's saved in a safe space. It's not saved in Colab. It's saved on your Google Drive. All right. So we're going to open up our notebook, and what we need to do first when we are looking at our notebook here is that we need to name the notebook right up here. You see that little thing? It says title for the notebooks are they are IPYND. And how I think about it, I think about it like Python notebook. They're .ipynd files. So you can know which thing you're working on. You want to name that, and I just did. And now we are going to give it some text, right? So I'm first learning to deal with text cells in Python and what they do and how they work. And let me see if I'm able to pull this into a little corner here, and will you see it? No, you don't. So good. Now I can work. Let me see if that works for me. Okay, so I'm learning to work with text files, right? First. So the first thing we're going to do is, you see, we have these buttons across the top, which is code, text, and run. And the reason I chose to use Colab was not only because it's a safe space, it's because I didn't have to worry about, while I'm learning, trying to go through the part of setting up Python on my computer. I don't have that bandwidth right now to deal with setting it up. So I use Colab, and it's going to serve my purpose. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a text cell. So you click text there, and then we're going to, I have some text already put together. All right, so as you see, as I'm making this text, right here, you have an area that we can view that text. Today's the 28th. I did this already on the 24th. Let's see. For some reason, it's not letting me change that. Oh, because my num lock's off. Okay. Num nuts. All right. All right. So now that I have done that with my text file, and I put the date in, we can see that on the side here, it is showing exactly what we put in, right? So for this, now we're going to be making some markdowns in this code. We're going to be making some markdowns. And what is a markdown? A markdown is like, how can I explain it? I said I knew how to explain it, and I didn't even keep my note for it. The markdown tells us what kind of symbols or whatever. I'm going to look at that and give you a real definition. Matter of fact, let's go over to the side here, and let's ask, what is a markdown? Because I know the words. It's going to come to me as soon as we do this. This is why I'm learning in public. Okay. Um, you in Python, Markdown usually refers to two things. The Python Markdown uses a library to convert text to HTML. That's what I mean. That's what I meant to say. And then, or Markdown cells for documentation in the Jupyter notebooks. Okay, so it turns text to HTML, right? So if you look on this side, you'll see that I have some, when we think about the code, and let me make this larger. When we look at the code of it, you'll see I have a hashtag. This one has double stars on the inside and the outside. This one has one star on both sides. And then the date doesn't have anything to help with the formatting. What these things do is they help with the formatting. It helps explain different formatting to our code. So that hashtag symbol, it creates large headings. The asterisks on each side makes something bold, and a single asterisk will make it italicized. Okay, so if you look here, you'll see here how this is like large, this is bold, and it's italicized. Yay. So I learned that. Okay. So the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to press Control. If you're on Windows, everything's going to be Control. If you're on a Mac, everything is going to be Command. Okay, so we are going to be pressing the Control S because I'm on Windows, and you'll see down here that is saving, and saves is updated. We just click that, and we ain't got no mistakes happening. We're not gonna lose those things in that file. Okay. All right. So because I'm documenting, I'm going to take a quick screenshot. Let me make this just a little bit larger from our portfolio. Screenshot. And I'm going to be screenshotting this. And then I'm going to take that screenshot and use it in my portfolio really quickly. I can put it in later. Let me go to the next step. All right. So our next step, what's our next step? Our next step is now I'm going to do my first line of code, and it's not going to tell me hello world. Thank God. So we're going to do our first line of code, and we're going to learn a function called print with brackets. In this step, we're going to, hold on. So in this step, I'm going to be using print in brackets, right? And I am going to be using, I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to use F strings. And these F strings aren't on a, what's up, guys? I had to take a little break, and it was more than a little break. You'll be able to tell by how the sun has changed at the door. But I took a little break. I needed to have something to eat, and I'm gonna move on. But while I was doing all that, I did a little pre-work because what I really realized was me documenting my work while doing the video was gonna make this video hella long. And so I really kind of did a little more pre-work, and so we can just kind of move right through and move along. Okay. So moving right along, we left off with variables, and I was letting you guys know that a variable really, it lets us know, it holds place, like it stores information, so the program can reuse it over and over again in the exact same way, right? So we did that part for the variables, and now what we're going to do is we are going to talk a little bit about the F string. I don't think I did the F string. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm not even going to look for it in the editing to see. But a F string lets you embed variables directly inside of text instead of, remember when we had the print function? Let me see if I can go here and find it for us. Okay, so remember up here, we didn't do variables. Remember right here where we was doing print? And print let us get this. Welcome to AI readiness assessment tool. Then we went down and added that hashtag to let the variables know that wherever in the code you see tools like underscore name, I want the tool name to be there. Wherever in um, the code you see version, I want, version, and wherever you see author, so on and so forth, right? So now instead of us having each of those things listed, we are going to list them right now they're listed in each separate line. Well, in an F string, it kind of is what it sounds like. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like a real techie person. I didn't do enough research to know what the F stands for in F string, so don't ask me. But what I do know is it lets you take the line of the variables and put them together. So let me show you in the real world what that means. Okay. So real talk. Let's see. We're still in a code line. I pre-did this, so you'll see that we have hashtag, F string, and then we have a combination of variables. Okay, guys, I know I lost you for a moment. I was scared that I was gonna lose the video, and this video is getting super long, super long. So I'm probably gonna edit it down because I'm not sure that I want a video this long in my Facebook thing because you guys might not watch it and it'll make my ratings low. I might just post it as 3 different things. And if you want to see whatever, or if you don't mind watching it and playing it in the background of your life, like in the middle of the afternoon or while you're in the shower for 30 minutes and brushing your teeth, just so I can get that um, time generated, my watch time generated, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Some things make way more than money. Okay, so where I left off when my computer went down was putting together this maturity stage. And I had already put the code in and I was getting ready to explain the code. So I'm using the if, can't remember what it was called. Let me look. Oh, if else function for this. So what that means is what that what that means is here, if the person uses AI, I'm going to score them 1. These are not my real scoring assessments or everything that's in my actual readiness assessment. This is just for the training and to make it short. This training is everything but flipping short. Okay. So it's if they have governance, I'm gonna score them 1. If so it has the whole scoring, and then I get to determine the maturity